And a good day to you. My name is Owen McCafferty. I am speaking with you on behalf of Professional Fusion. Topic of today is apply the golden rule, but unfortunately others are not. If you forget the golden rule, let me just recite it. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Are we really a civilized society the way we used to be? Has technology taken away some of the humanity that we have? Are we so enamored with our digital devices that a computer screen becomes the focus of our effort instead of looking in the eye of another person, having a meaningful conversation, understanding the nuance of what things are, and treating each other with respect and with honor? The answer to that, of course, is yes. I still believe in the goodness of man, and I believe that we all are trying to do the best thing we can for another person. The big factor that causes the golden rule to be violated is fear and stress and depression. A lot of these very simple truisms are becoming self-evident, I believe. There's a lot of fear out there. There's fear because of the economy, maintaining a job position, fear of what's going to happen on a national scene, our safety, and what will occur not only during our lifetime, but those lifetimes of our children and grandchildren. There's a lot of fear that's just out there right now. And that's causing us to be somewhat tribal. We're bringing in all of those people who are like us, think like us, act like us, and have fear towards those with a different perspective. That's causing there to be a justification. If we can minimalize the other party and look at them as if they are something less than part of our tribe, then we will feel justified in not practicing the golden rule. Another factor is depression. People aren't necessarily as happy as they used to be. Here in the United States, I can tell you for sure, we are a blessed country. Our folks live a standard of living that would only be dreamed about at the time that I was born in 1952. We are so lucky. We have social safety nets that allow us to be protected. There are some things that are a challenge. There's a lot more violence out there. Of course, with 24/7 news, be that on the internet, on cable television, and on networks, we really can't forget some of the challenges that relate to violence. And that's causing some depression, some angst, some worry. Also, lack of sensitivity towards history, I think, is another factor why people are becoming depressed, because they don't realize that our civilization, as challenging as it is probably some of the best times. In the words of Sidney Carton from Tale of Two Cities, these are the best of times. The barbaric activity of centuries preceding, the challenges in not only the items that we've had to endure before the birth of Christ and after, maybe a good 8,000 years. We are probably living in some of the most civilized and protected times known to God and man. But we forget about that. We don't remember that which occurred in the past. We don't remember the violence and the difficulty. We truly live in a blessed time, but we just lack the gratitude to see it. And when you lack gratitude, it's easy to become depressed. So being thankful, understanding that which was, was a lot more challenging than that which is or will be, causes there to be some sort of difficulty that occurs. And then fear. Fear of what's going on from the standpoint of a national stage. Nuclear armaments have been around since I was born. I remember ducking under a desk with an ink hole drilled into the top and a lift top by a group of nuns telling us to prepare for a potential nuclear disaster. Now, the thought of just simply hiding under your desk, especially in the age of the bombs that have been developed, was somewhat sophomoric. But at the time in the 50s, that's what you did. I remember what happened when President Kennedy had to deal with Premier Khrushchev when there was a major transfer of missiles to Cuba in the Cuban Missile Crisis. I remember my mother telling me the night before, say your prayers because we don't know if we'll be here tomorrow morning. It was a terrifying time. And all during the times that followed, there have always been horrible issues. People have lost sons and daughters, fathers and wives and mothers to wars. And during the years that followed from the Korean War, we've been through quite a few wars, conflicts, whatever you want to call it. But when a human being loses their life, it's a tragedy. So we have challenges in front of us right now. They're terrifying challenges. No one wants to hurt another person. But when fear takes over, you will do things that you just never have done in the past. So with that in mind, that's all going to affect our economy. And remember that the economy itself is a reflection of the mores, the values, the morality, and the efforts of a population. So with that in mind, just remember that things really aren't as bad as they sound. Sure, we have a lot of challenges going through. We have concerns over our leaders, both present and in the future. We have concerns over our capacity to maintain a standard of living. We worry about the health and the welfare of our children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren. But all in all, we are truly a blessed country. I'd like you to remember that there are always better things happening, and you can be a part of that. With that in mind, this is Owen McCafferty, and I want to say thank you.